OneNote is great as a note-taking and organizational tool, but it gets even better when it integrates with other apps. In this video, I'll be showing how OneNote integrates with Loop, Teams, Outlook, and as a bonus, the little-known integration with Word and PowerPoint. So let's get started. The first app that I'm going to show integrated into OneNote is Loop. Loop is real-time collaborative components, and people have asked for many scenarios in OneNote that Loop actually handles. So to get started, go to the Insert menu, and you'll see Loop Components. And you drop this down. Now there's a bunch of basic things like paragraph, table, checklist, bulleted list, etc. I'm going to show some of the more interesting ones. The first one I'm going to do is a Kanban board. So I'm going to switch to the Kanban board page. We'll go Insert Loop Component and choose Kanban board. Now it's inserted this loop component, and I can size this by clicking and dragging. And this is collaborative in real time. So I'm going to show it here, but this can be embedded and worked on by other people in Outlook and Teams and the Loop app and other places. So you can do things like fill out a couple brief to-dos. Add a work owner will add me and select a due date. And I can quickly add a couple more cards, and I'll show this. Now I can drag these to different spots on the Kanban board. So in progress, this one's on hold. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to copy this component and show how it looks collaboratively in Outlook. So I will go here and I can say copy component. By the way, you can select who has access as well, but we're going to keep this open. So copy component. Now I'm going to switch into Outlook, and I've opened up an email message, and I will just paste this component. Now the full Kanban board is rendered, and I'm going to size this so you can see the real time in action. So we're going to add a title right here. And as I'm typing, look on the left, you can see that it's going and adding the title right there. So this is real-time collaborative. And I can also have this component go into Teams. So I'm going to switch into Teams now. I've pulled up Teams, and I'm also going to paste this component here. Now you can see the real-time component. I'm going to drag the red stapler over to In Progress. And you see it reorders immediately over here in OneNote. So that is how those real-time components work. Now this was just the Kanban board. I can do things like a task tracker. So I've got some tasks right here with due dates. And again, all of these components are right here. So task trackers, team retrospective, voting table. Looking at the voting table, I can go and vote, and people can vote on their favorite ideas. Progress trackers. Another long time request is code. Many folks have said, could I embed actual code in OneNote? And here's an example, a bunch of JavaScript. This is a Loop code component. There are many different languages supported: HTML, CSS, C#, C, etc. So you can now add code into OneNote. If I click Show More Lines, you can see even more things here. And one more thing I'll show in the Loop app itself. This is at loop.cloud.microsoft. Here is that same component, the bouncing ball. So this is all real-time collaborative. So experiment with Loop components, add them into OneNote, collaborate with other people, and hopefully it can solve a lot of scenarios that many of you OneNote fans have asked for a long time. Next up is OneNote and Teams together. There's some nice improvements, plus a little bit of Loop as well. So I'm on the Home tab here, and over on the right there's this Meeting Details button, and that's been there for years, but now there are a couple of nice updates. So I'll click this, and it opens up the pane, and just like before, you can select any day you want in the calendar, and it will read your Outlook automatically. So in this case, I've just got a couple of things. I've got my TPS report status meeting, and this is actually created with Teams. And one of the improvements is some of the Teams integration with meetings, and this is really nice. So I'm going to select this meeting right here, and it pulls in. This looks pretty similar to the past, but one of the nice updates is you're going to see Loop collaborative notes. Because this is a Teams meeting and Teams supports Loop, automatically this is right in here. Now this is before the meeting has started, and I'm going to show what happens after the meeting and some of the improvements. But automatically you can see that it pulls in the Loop collaborative notes because this is a Teams meeting. And it has the participants, and if there were attachments, they would be here just like in the past. And I can take notes during the meeting. So just like before, if I go into the meeting, I'm taking notes. That will stay just like it is. But what we're going to do now is go into the Teams meeting and start it up, do a very quick meeting, and then see how this integrates back into the new meeting details in OneNote. So here I am in Teams. I'm going to open up my TPS status report meeting and click Join. Join now. Now I'm here in Teams. You can see that the notes pane is opened up. I have all the other things like before, and we're going to assume that people have joined in. Now first off, I will click More and choose Record and Transcribe, and then start recording. And this will also start up the transcription. We'll confirm. Okay, now it's recording the transcription and everything I say. You can see here the transcript is on the right. If I'm talking about TPS reports, all of that good stuff will be captured automatically. Now we're going to go into notes. Now we have the agenda, so maybe I'm going to add the agenda topics, all my nice TPS report agenda items, and we're going to have the notes and some follow-up tasks. And it looks like I got assigned both of those follow-up tasks. Okay, so our meeting is done. I'll go up here, drop this down, and choose End Meeting to force the end of the meeting and the recording and everything else. Now I'm here in OneNote, and what I'm going to do is there's this button in the lower right that says Refresh All on this page. Now I'm going to click this, and then I'm going to confirm yes to update all, and also anything about my meeting notes will not be changed. Okay, now look what happened. We have a new recordings expanded thing. So now I've got the stream recording, and if I want to go and watch the recording and check out the transcript, I can click here. That takes me right into stream. I can check out the transcript. Everything is right there. So that's really nice that that's integrated. I can also watch this live embedded in OneNote. So click play. You can see here the transcript. There we go. I've got that embedded meeting notes right here. Now also the Loop collaborative notes, if I expand this, you can see that all of those Loop notes that I was taking during the meeting, they show up right there embedded in OneNote. So I've got my 2 tasks here, the meeting notes, the agenda, all that good stuff. And then it doesn't do anything to the notes that were already listed. So it only updates these chunks right here. And you can expand and collapse them really easily. Now we're moving on to OneNote and Outlook integration. I've got a page of meeting notes here, and it looks like Lumberg needs these by Monday, and I want to create an Outlook task. So I'm going to put my cursor right here and go up to Outlook tasks, and I'm going to drop this down. He needs it by next week. So I'm going to click this, and it puts a little flag, and it's going to set automatically the due date. Now I'll switch back to Outlook, and you can see where it shows up in Outlook tasks. And here I am in Outlook, and I'm in my tasks module, and you can see that Bill needs a new design by Monday, and that is due date the day after Christmas. Oh, Bill, you are brutal. So it's really easy to send tasks back and forth. And when you check them off here, it checks it off in OneNote and vice versa. So I'm going to go, yep, I did that one. Got a nice ding. It shows up under completed. And now we'll go back into OneNote and show how that is checked off there. Okay, here we are in OneNote, and there's a nice little check that that one is done. So you've got two-way sync between OneNote and Outlook. Now, another nice tip, and I use this one a lot, is just quickly sending an email that's important into OneNote to capture it in notes. So let's go back into Outlook. I'm back in Outlook, and I've got a plane ticket for the BET conference in London, getting excited to go there in January, but I want to capture this inside of OneNote. So I've got my mail selected, and on the toolbar on Home in Outlook is a Send to OneNote. If I click this, it pulls up all my notebooks and sections. Now let's say I want to put this into micro tips into OneNote tips, and I'll hit OK. Now it's going to send this mail into OneNote. OneNote is popped up. You can see it pop that mail right into it. I've got all the information that I need about my email receipt ticket. I can also go back into Outlook and just show another place where it's at. If I open up the mail on the message tab, you'll also see that little OneNote button. So again, when you click this, it pulls up places you can put it into sections or specific notebook locations. Next up is emailing a page of notes directly from OneNote. Now this is on the Home tab, and I want to email this in OneNote. I've got my meeting notes. I will click Email Page, and it quickly pops up that email. I've got my notes, everything about it, and I can just send that off easily in Outlook. The final area is OneNote integration with Word and PowerPoint, and most people don't know about this linked notes feature. I've got a TPS report in a tech corporation Word document here, and I want to take notes about it. I'll go to the Review tab, and over on the right there is Linked Notes, and I'm going to click this. It pops up a dialog and it says, where do you want these notes to go in OneNote? So I'm going to say OneNote Tips in that section and hit OK. And now I've got a page over on the right in docked OneNote. And make sure you drop this down and say Start Taking Linked Notes. If it says already it started, great. If it hasn't, it'll be stopped and you'll want to start that. Now, let's say I'm looking at the document and there's a bunch of stuff here that's really important in the executive summary. Over in OneNote, I'll say Important Exec Summary. And note there's a little Word icon and it says exactly where that is linked in the Word document. We'll hit Enter. Now I'm going to scroll down and some other findings. Oh, TPS reports this week. This looks important right here. TPS report stats, etc. So it's really easy to go through the document and go and highlight and take notes about specific parts. Great, so I've taken my notes here. And now let's say I close that Word document. I'm going to go back and go full screen OneNote. And here's my Initech page that was created, and there's this little Word icon. So let's say we speed up, it's a week later, and I'm like, oh, what was that important exec summary? If I just click that Word icon, it boots Word and takes me and highlights that exact part of the document I took notes about. Show that again, TPS report stats, click that. Oh, there's that TPS reports per week. So really nice integration with Word and taking notes about documents. You can do the same thing in PowerPoint. Here I am in PowerPoint in a deck about Microsoft Education. Oh, here's a nice slide about OneNote. I want to take notes about that slide. So if I go to the Review tab, there's also this linked notes taking button. I'll click this. And again, it pops up the dialog. Where do you want this to go? I want this to go in OneNote Tips. Hit OK. It creates this new page here. We'll give it a title. It's my MS EDU notes. And just like before, now I can go and let's say there's this part of the slide. Oh, this looks really interesting. I took that note and the little PowerPoint icon pops up just like it did in Word. Maybe there's one here about inclusive and accessible features. Oh, automatic alt text generation. We'll take one more note. Great. So I'm all done taking notes about PowerPoint. Just like before, when I'm all done, I'm just going to go back to full screen. I'm back in OneNote and I'm like, oh, where was that OneNote and productivity slide? I will click this and it launches PowerPoint, takes me back to the slide where I took those notes. If you want to keep up with all the latest Microsoft updates and tips and tricks, subscribe to my channel and then just ring the bell so you get all the latest videos that I post.